What do you do when you are angry? Some of us blow up, some of us try to squelch it and hold it all in, and some of us just seethe, like just below the boiling point all the time. Well, when we hold anger, we are also holding resentment. So today on Stress Talk Live with Marceline, we're going to do a guided meditation to help you relieve those feelings of anger and resentment. And we're going to do so in just a few moments. Hi there, and welcome to Stress Talk Live with Marceline. I am Marceline, your host for the evening. This is where we help women over 40 to live healthier lives through strategic stress management and solution focused self care. I'm so glad you joined me today. We are going to do a practice today. Before we get to it, I want to remind you to like, follow, and subscribe to ML Bailey Consultants on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Also, if you want to learn more about ML Bailey Consultants, just go to this link. This is my tap link. Go there. Go right there. Whoop, got to kind of get in the camera. There. How about that? Go to that link. That's where you'll find links to all kinds of information about me as well as resources. You can also always go directly to the website, which is www.mlbaileyconsultants.com. We are talking about anger and resentment. Over the last couple of weeks, I did um, I did a talk about microaggressions. And, microaggressions are very difficult for us to, um, it's very difficult for us to handle because they make us angry. And because of that, we sometimes harbor anger and we harbor resentment because we have nowhere to go. It's hard for us to um, take that aggression, accept that aggression without um, feeling anger, feeling hurt, feeling disappointment, feeling frustration, because we have no way to alleviate it. So often with microaggressions, it's turned. You must have done something to make that person say that. Or, it must be you. You must be misinterpreting what that person said or what that person did. Well, microaggressions are very real, and it often leaves us feeling powerless. And because we feel powerless, we feel threatened. And when we feel threatened, it causes our stress response to kick in. And when our stress response kicks in, it feels as if we want to what? Run or we want to fight. But we can't do either. We can't leave our jobs and we can't fight the person because we'll lose our jobs. So what happens? It builds inside of us. Anger and resentment build inside of us. And so I wanted to do a meditation, a guided meditation that I believe will help to alleviate some of those anger feelings and some of that resentment. Also, because the because the audio of this video podcast is goes to our audio podcast, it will be um, a resource for you to use when you're feeling angry or when you're feeling resentful and you need to tone things down. You need to be able to get them out. So that's part of the reason I chose this particular topic for today, because I know that, I mean, wherever we go, people are just angry. Have you noticed that? People are just angry. And not only are they angry, they're acting on their anger. They're taking it out on other people, innocent bystanders, right? Um, we have a friend who was punched. Our friend walked out of a restaurant, and our friend was just punched by a person. The person was arrested, of course, but our friend just walked out of the store. There was no reason. There was no interaction. There was nothing. Our friend was just punched. How often? Well, and my husband was cut off by a driver who, my husband blew his horn because he was cut off. That driver stopped at the light in front of him. And then when the light changed, turned green, that driver would not move. So my husband tapped on his horn. The driver literally got out of his car and came to the window and started jabbing on the window, almost threatening my husband. These things are happening. People have such a short fuse and they are angry. They're seething with anger. That's not natural. It's not normal. Anger is a natural emotion and natural feeling. It is. I'm not saying that anger is not. What I'm saying is when people are seething in anger and it's chronic and they are taking their anger out on people they don't even know, that's not natural. That's a problem. And it is dangerous. That's why we need to work on our own anger, because we can get into situations where a person is being aggressive towards us. And then if we retaliate, it could end badly for both people. So we really need to get a handle on our anger. Not only that, we need to go a little deeper and have an understanding of what is causing this seething anger. I mentioned in the introduction of the written introduction for the video podcast, that, or the description, I should say, I wrote in there that all of the images that we are seeing, the images we're seeing, what we're reading, all has to do with things that incite anger in us. The disparity, the um, the um, the mass shootings, the war in Gaza, the um, the outcome, the people who are suffering in that area, not to mention what's going on in this country and the rhetoric that we're hearing repeatedly, the disparaging remarks and words from our leadership or people who are supposed to be leadership, things that are being parroted, how advances in diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, are being stripped away just like that. And what that means for us, what it means for us, people who look like me. It is painful, it is hurtful, and it causes us to feel angry because we feel as if we have no power. No power. We can't fight back. Heck, we can't even talk to anybody who doesn't look like us about it because they don't get it. They don't understand, really. They don't get it. And so, anger is within us. And yet, we should not harbor anger because it hurts us emotionally, it hurts us mentally, and it hurts us physically. It also, because the stress response is going rapid fire, it's still, going. Because of that, we're not able to think clearly. And we need to be able to think clearly. So, those are some of the reasons I chose this topic for today. And I want to actually go into the practice. I shared with, I spoke yesterday at a women's conference via Connects Us. And I talked about how important it is for us to practice mindfulness meditation. And one of the ladies came up to me after the talk and she said, you called it a practice. And she said, that is so key because sometimes people think that by doing it one time, they've got it. But no, the reality is with mindfulness and mindfulness meditation, we have to practice it. It's just like working out. When you work out, if you work out one time, you're just going to be sore. But if you continue to work out, the soreness leaves and you're going to start building muscle and you're going to get stronger. The same is with mindfulness meditation. This is a different type of mindful meditation in that it is guided. I will be giving you some instructions throughout the entire length of the meditation. I'll give you instructions before we start, and then I will ring my gong. Ding, where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm going to ring my gong. Yeah, I'm going to ring my gong for us to start, and I will be going through the meditation. And then at the end of the meditation, I will ring the gong again to end it. Yes, I do have an overlay to put up so that you're not distracted by me and by what my background, what it looks like, so that you can fully pay attention to the present moment and listen to the meditation. And I'm going to put the overlay up there. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful sunset. And we're going to get started. First, I'd like for you to take a comfortable seat. If you like, sit upright in your chair. You want to sit in a position where your spine is elongated and not slumped over, but just elongated. So if you're sitting in a chair, you might want to pull away, scoot away from the back of the chair. You could also sit on the floor, sit on a cushion. The most important thing is that you are comfortable in the posture that you're in. If you're sitting in a chair, allow your feet to fall flat on the floor, and this allows you, sends signals to your brain that you are on firm foundation and that you are being supported. The same is with the bottom of the chair. Feeling the bottom of the chair gives your brain the impression, or lets your brain know that you're being supported with a firm foundation. And I'd like for you to, as you're sitting upright and as you're sitting, knowing that you're being firmly held, that the floor is a firm foundation, I'd like for you to focus your attention on your breathing. Just breathe naturally. And we're not just thinking about breathing, you're actually focusing your attention on the part of your body where you feel the breath most. Now, that could be as you're breathing in and out and you notice your chest rising and falling. It could be that you feel the air flow through the tip of your nose into your nostrils. Wherever you feel the breath most in your body, just focus on that part of your body. And as you're focusing on that part of the body, we are going to begin our meditation. So, to begin, bring your awareness to whatever is going on for you right now. Give the weight of your body up to gravity and allow your weight to sink into the points of contact between your body and the floor, the chair, or the bed. What sensations are there right now? If you notice any tension or resistance towards painful or unpleasant sensations, gently turn towards them. Focus your attention on them. Accept them as best you can. If you begin to tense or become tense around the breath, then let go a little bit more with each out breath. And then just allow your body to soften. Notice any thoughts as they arise and pass through the mind. See if you can let them come and go without being to identify with their content. Observe them as if they were clouds in the sky. Notice any feelings and emotions as they arise. Can you let these come and go? Include everything within your awareness with a kind perspective. Now allow your awareness to gather around the experience of the breath deep in the body. Drop your awareness inside the breath and feel the different sensations in your front, in your back, and in the sides of your torso. Can you feel your awareness within the flow and movement of the breath? Use the breath to anchor your awareness in the present moment. Breathe into the body, noticing each inhale and each exhale, again and again. Each time you notice your mind has wandered, gently guide the mind back to the breath deep in the body. Now, gently expand your awareness to include the whole body. Feel the weight and shape of the body as it sits or lies down. If you have any pain or discomfort, make sure your awareness stays open. Cultivate acceptance or acknowledgement for all of your experiences. This is courageous for you to do. Sometimes it's easy to forget that anger can be a healthy emotion. Expressing it in healthy ways is often useful. Try to diffuse anger before there's a big blow up by blowing off steam along the way. Also, remember to breathe when you find yourself feeling angry or resentful. Focus your attention and your awareness on your breath. Continue to breathe naturally and normally, focusing on the part of the body where you feel the breath most. When you hear the sound of the gong, begin to reorient yourself to the space that you're in. Start by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, rotating your shoulders, opening your eyes, and just looking around the room. I'd love to get some feedback from you regarding how that was for you. Thank you for joining me today. We will be doing more guided meditations. Also, please make sure that you sign up for our newsletter. New edition will be coming out. It's been a while with announcements about where we're going here at M.O. Bailey Consultants. I look forward to hearing from you, and I definitely look forward to seeing you again. That's all for now. Take good care.